This is Kai. Kai stands for Knowledge Generating Artificial Intelligence. Kai is an anthropomorphization of artificial intelligence, which means we're giving AI human-like qualities by making it a humanoid robot. Kai is a knowledge facilitator, which means this type of AI usage helps you to become smarter. For school, you can ask Kai to research topics and give you reputable resources. For home, you could ask Kai to help you plan and prepare an entire gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free dinner. For business or for fun, you could ask Kai to develop the logistics for a complex travel itinerary. For communication, Kai can translate and simplify complicated text. Kai may also be able to help you understand a variety of human issues and is more than willing to talk through some recommendations. On the other hand, this is Kai's cousin Lai. Lai stands for Laziness Enabling Artificial Intelligence. Lai is used by students to help them cheat and be lazy. Students will ask Lai to do their assignments and write entire papers for them so they could spend more time texting their friends, taking naps, and playing video games somewhere. When students submit work as their own, although written and composed by someone else, like AI, this is commonly known as plagiarism. The practice is thousands of years old. When Lai does the work for students, it robs students of the opportunity to think and develop their own ideas because Lai is the one doing the thinking and the doing. If a student uses laziness-enabling artificial intelligence or Lai to generate completed assignments, and this work is not attributed to an AI source, nor is the use of AI allowed in the assignment, and the student submits this as his or her own work, this is plagiarism. Teachers can often identify AI plagiarism because of the student's earlier writing samples, like an email the student sent to the instructor and several of the student's discussion forum posts, sound and look like that of a college student. But when Lai is used, the student's work looks and sounds like that of an educated professor. We can consider this a form of fraud. Fraud is characterized by a deliberate act to mislead or deceive. It also includes false representation or hiding important information, like not telling your teacher that Lai did your assignment for you. There's also some sort of prohibited gain, such as a passing grade in a class where a degree is being earned in an accredited program. Some students may not know that they cannot submit work generated by artificial intelligence, and other students take shortcuts because they rationalize or justify that they are paying a lot of money in tuition for a high-stakes degree. As a student, it is erroneous or false to believe that tuition or payment to an academic institution equals a certificate or a degree. The student must first be admitted or accepted into the institution. The student must then invest time and effort into learning the knowledge and skills. Then the student's work is evaluated for the possibility of earning a degree. For instance, you really wouldn't want your doctor to cheat their way through medical school. You want this person to have the knowledge and skills to be a doctor. Undoubtedly, the use of AI enhances one's earned medical degree and subsequent practice. Let's take a pizza making assignment as an example of learning knowledge and being able to apply it. The assignment is to make a pizza dough, a pizza sauce, and then bake the pizza. If we want Kai to help us with the recipe or learning the process, that's great, but Lai cannot make the pizza for us. The assignment requires that we make the pizza dough and that we knead the dough. We could use gluten-free flour if we want to. We also need to make a marinara sauce using specific ingredients. We need to cook that sauce before we place it on the pizza dough. We are then instructed to put cheese or a non-dairy alternative onto the pizza sauce. Then we are to place our own unique toppings on the pizza. It is finally our responsibility to put the pizza in an oven and bake it. If we just stick a frozen pizza that we didn't make into a microwave, we haven't demonstrated that we know how to make a pizza. Many teachers have read and graded hundreds of thousands of essays. They can sense when you've copied and plagiarized, just like you probably know what a pizza looks and tastes like from all the pizzas you have seen or consumed throughout your life. And here is where academic fraud manifests negatively for a student. If the student says on their resume or curriculum vitae that they know how to make pizzas and they get hired for the job, and if the new boss requests that the supposed pizza maker makes a pizza and it turns out looking and tasting not quite like a pizza, the knowledge and skill of pizza making was not actually learned, so this is a false claim. So now let's partner with Kai so we could share in the thinking and the doing of completing an assignment. Instead of asking artificial intelligence or Lai to do our assignments for us, we should strive to create a partnership with artificial intelligence or Kai so we can acquire our own knowledge and skills through the use of AI. In this manner, AI is like a coach or a tutor. We can create this partnership in learning through various types of prompts that we use when interacting with AI. Before asking AI for help, spend some time thinking about the assignment that you have been given. If you do not fully comprehend what you need to do to complete the assignment, you could ask Kai to help you understand it. For assignment clarification, you could use the prompt, "Please summarize this assignment for me," or "Could you rephrase this assignment in simpler or easier language?" Also, "Can you tell me what this assignment is asking me to do step by step?" In addition, what are the hidden or implied expectations professors usually have for an assignment like this? Next, let's examine several prompts that you could use when asking Kai about the planning and organization of your assignment. You could broadly ask, "How should I complete this assignment? Can you help me break this assignment project into smaller, manageable tasks? Can you help me create an outline for this assignment?" You could also create a detailed prompt and say, "This assignment is due in 2 weeks. Could you create a plan for me to finish? I can only devote 1 hour a day to working on this assignment." Now, let's look at some prompts related to brainstorming and idea generation. You could ask, "Could you suggest some possible topics or themes that I could use? Could you help me narrow my topic? Could you provide me with some examples of the topic? What are some questions I should think about when approaching this topic? Can you give me some well-known and not so well-known examples? What areas related to the topic have not yet been thoroughly explored?" Next, let's review some prompts and questions related to research and writing. What research questions are commonly asked about this topic? Could you provide me with several references from reputable resources? What are some officially recognized organizations and/or people that are considered experts on this topic, and could you provide me with their online resources? Are there any cases related to this subject? If so, could you summarize them in 500 words or less? How do I insert an idea or a quote into my paragraph and cite it properly? Could you provide me with some more colorful or enriching vocabulary to enhance my work? Now, let's review some editing prompts. Could you proofread this essay draft for me? Please tell me where I make my errors and explain those errors to me. Please provide me with some resources or websites explaining my errors. How can I make this draft better? Does this essay draft satisfy the requirements of this assignment description? Could you give me some other ways to say this same idea? Can you check the accessibility of this document to comply with WCAG 2.1? Next, let's review some prompts related to feedback. Can you give me some feedback on my draft and suggest areas for improvement? Are there parts of my essay that are unclear? After I give this presentation in my class, what questions might my classmates ask me? If someone opposes my viewpoint, what argument or evidence might they provide? Finally, let's review several study and test preparation prompts. Please create a study guide for the test using my class notes. What are the key terms and concepts I should understand for this test? Can you quiz me on this topic? Please create a multiple choice quiz for me. What are some recommended readings or resources that I could use to help me prepare for the test? In summary, if we focus on creating a relationship with artificial intelligence to generate our own knowledge and skills, then we could use AI to help push us to be better and smarter. Although we can't use AI as a tool yet to help us perform unfavorable household tasks like these, although that time is not far off, we could use AI to help us brainstorm, edit, organize, etc., so that we do the thinking and the learning. Let's use AI as a partner and as a tool. And if someone asks us, we really do know how to make a pizza. Thanks for watching.